Yeah, it's a pretty important time for Strasbourg Christmas. It's their biggest thing. The Christmas market is their biggest event, their most famous event, and it's actually the biggest market in France. 2 million people come to it every single year, many of them tourists. And so for this to be targeted, it's really hit Strasbourg right at the centre of the city, and it's something that really symbolises the city, its own Christmas market. And many people we've been speaking to today has said this attack has sort of put a really dark note on this Christmas period, and will put a dark note on this Christmas period for many years to come.
And that Christmas market shut for now. We're hearing authorities hoping to reopen it perhaps as early as Thursday.
Yeah, I think a lot of people here were quite surprised at that because they thought it would be closed at least for a few days, maybe until the manhunt's over. But yeah, authorities saying it might be open as early as Thursday. That sort of coming into this idea of the city just really trying to get on with things. Today was their day of mourning, grieving. They laid tributes, flowers and candles to remember the victims. But tomorrow, many of those shops behind me that were closed today, many of the businesses that were closed to respect the day of mourning will be opening tomorrow again, and everyone is just trying to get back to their normal lives. Kids will be going back to school if they stayed home today, and people that didn't go to work today will be going back tomorrow.
Just to remind our viewers, Ivana, 2 killed, a third victim that's clinically brain dead, 12 injured, among them an Italian journalist, and a lot of shock and a lot of tales of fright and horror coming out.
Yeah, we spoke to some people this morning who said they heard shots, they heard the cries. We didn't speak to anyone that heard the cries of Allah Akbar, but what they did say is they heard the shots around 35 minutes before any ambulances came to the scene. Why that is, we're not quite sure yet. It was obviously a really busy time. This is usually packed full of people behind me. The streets are quite small, they're pedestrianised, so maybe that's why, but 35 minutes is really quite a long time for an ambulance not to reach the scene.